So enough about me. What is going on in the world of Rob? Very odd.
What's going on in my world? Well, not much this week. It's been relatively quiet. I'm kind of cheating a bit because my interesting news is actually from last Sunday, but it still counts as this week in my eyes because it's only Saturday today. I went paintballing.
I love paintballing.
Now, obviously, with the news that you can only have 6 people in a gathering unless it's a team sport. This counts as a team sport, apparently, so there was a fair few of us. But shout out to Conflict Paintball in Northampton. I had the best time. I was there from about 8:30 a.m. to about 5 in the afternoon. So it's a long, long day.
Nice.
We had several great rounds. Before I got there, basically, you could purchase. How it works is you go up and you purchase a certain amount of paintballs that you want to use. But you also have accessories to go with it, like you could buy grenades and like flashbangs and things.
Yeah.
I don't think we could use. They said specifically we weren't allowed to use pyro this time around. I don't know whether that was social distancing reasons somehow intertwined with that. I had no idea. But what they did have was armored hand gloves. Note the emphasis on hand, and it's like what as opposed to
normal gloves,
armored face gloves,
armored shoe toes.
Oh, GWV plays. You're from Northampton. Yeah, you do have to go to Conflict Paintball. I don't know if you've heard of it, but well worth going. Had a great time. Before we had so the rounds were we had a team deathmatch. We had capture the flag, capture the fort. We had a zombies game, and we had a riot shield game.
Yeah.
So team deathmatch is just your standard, red team versus blue team. We were split up into 2 teams, just basically shooting at each other and until the clock runs out. Capture the flag. You have to go over into the enemy's territory and obviously capture their flag with a pole and run with the flag back to your team base. And if you've captured both the flags and you have both of your flags in your area before the time runs out, then your team wins.
Yeah. Do you have Gary Oldman shouting out, "Do not stop shooting"?
Wow. World at War reference. I never thought I'd hear that. Good game.
Best voice actor.
There was a game where you had to put 2 coloured grenades in a box, and one coloured grenade, depending on what your team is. So if you're on the blue team, you have to put the blue coloured grenade in the box. But in order to do that, this box is on a bridge that's really exposed to enemy fire. So and if you get hit, then you have to obviously go back to what's called the dead zone.
Right.
And just wait there until you can. Some games you respawn, other games you're just dead for the rest of the game. Capture the fort was an interesting one. Basically, either you're a team that's shooting down a hill from the top of the fort, or you're a team attacking the fort, going up the hill. And essentially that was another kind of run and hope you don't get hit type of round. Because paintballing is no joke. Those things hurt.
Yeah, like I just brought up, I was trying to remember the name of the one that's in Cardiff. So you got Delta Force in Cardiff. I remember going there for my brother-in-law's stag when he married my sister.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get to shoot my sister, but no. No, I love my sister. But I remember, I think, as far as I can, it was so long ago, it was I must have been 13 or something like that. But there was a round where it's you're surrounding a helicopter, and it's just pretty much not a team deathmatch sort of situation. And I was the last one there, and I had to I just ran and dived off a slide at one point just to avoid getting hit. But I had 3 shots into my back in the air. I was just oh shit.
It's no joke. Those things do hurt, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And
one of them I think got me in the top of the head as well. Well, just near to the top right at the back. So yeah, not great. Yeah. But sorry, just one. I think there was another one as well. Oh yeah, there was this guy on another team who was he was on the other team, but he had his back facing to me, and I just kind of eased it in and bam, hit him right on his arse cheek.
How close were you?
I was probably about 5 meters away from him.
Right, because one of the rules is if you get too close, you have to point your gun at them and shout "surrender."
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
No, I was
and then
about
they have
5 to
to
10
and then they
meters
have to
away.
walk away because you can't shoot someone from that close. Apparently, well, certainly not with this one. I just remember though there was an instance where there was a guy. Well, for one, I shot a guy in the gonads
Lovely.
on the bridge during the aforementioned grenade box game, which I was really apologetic about afterwards. But there's
I
another
signed up
instance
for it.
where there's another guy on the other team who's crouching behind a set of barrels, and I was shooting at him, and I managed to get him. But he was right next to a marshal, and he was like, "Oh, I'm dead," sort of thing. He goes, "No, no, 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 no. The ball didn't explode on you, so you're still in the game."
Yeah.
And he's going, "Okay." As soon as he popped his head up, I just shot him again.
Oh, lovely.
So no half measure, no playing fairs in the world of paintball. I tell you, the next game we had was a zombies game where essentially you have two people, right, who are charging at you with paintball guns, who are the zombies, against everyone else. But the only way you can kill them is by shooting them in the visor, right? So that you obviously all wear helmets. You have to shoot them in the visor to eliminate them from the game. And if you get shot by a zombie, then you have to turn into a zombie.
Mm.
So that was a hell of a round. I could barely move. I just didn't want to get hit, you know. Riot Shield game we also had where there was a VIP with who had a riot shield, right? And he or she had to move with this riot shield. He could only move if you tap them on if you were touching them, right, on the shoulder or whatever.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, there's like a points beacon, and you had to touch the points beacon to get the most amount of points, sort of thing. That was the hardest one by far. That was the one where I got shot the most. I wasn't the VIP in question, but overall, I got hit in the back. I got hit in the right thigh, which was the most painful. Left arm. I got hit in the neck, I think, as well at one point. Although that might have been a ricochet from another paintball, or like just the way I was crouching down and laying prone all day, maybe did my muscles in.
Yeah.
It's actually my quads after paintballing. It wasn't obvious like straight after, but this whole week my quads have been in absolute agony. So my advice, right, and I've only just got over it. I could barely walk down the stairs without wincing, right? My advice to you is if you go paintballing, stretch before going out. Seriously. I mean, I knew it was going to be a bad omen for me during this paintball when we walked towards one of the courses and there was a dead swan in the trees that hadn't been cleared.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying. What's that one they have in Cardiff? The indoor shooting one. I can't remember what it's called. It's like it's like laser tag, but not lasers. It's like kind of. Oh, I'm trying to search for this video. Be prepared to not coming up.
Crouch down, lay prone a lot. Yeah. And not get many shots off. Get some of the shots off, like by aiming through the barrels, which is what I did because they can't see you, and you have a. I don't know. I say I know this like I know what I'm doing. I was playing with some guys that clearly played before, and they knew where to establish base of fire from. There were some people that were taking it super seriously. I think the first time I went paintballing, there was a guy from like the West Country who was wearing full blown army threads, in the sort of waiting area.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in the waiting area, our diet basically consisted of cans of Sprite and Whisper bars.
Mm.
We were promised free Domino's pizza, but that never came, unfortunately. That wasn't the fault of the paintball thing. That was just Domino's just wouldn't deliver to us, which sucks. But there was a guy in the army threads, like the first time I did it way back in the day, and he was like, "All right, you go left flank, and then I'll go right flank, and then we can do a pincer movement." I'm like, "Mate, it's paintball, chill." It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, you get a lot of those people, like the most serious people, when it's just a game and you win absolutely nothing. Like I don't know if you ever remember like Yu-Gi-Oh, and there was like a video on YouTube of a serious
Yu-Gi-Oh
player
reference.
Oh, where is
that
he?
takes me back, I tell you.
The greatest Yu-Gi-Oh duelist ever. This guy.
1, 2.
I've never seen this video.
3.
Just look at his hand movements later. He's such a legend.
You can do mallet. Mallet for 6.
Mallets.
Oh, what a lad.
And you know what happens?
I don't know why you're laughing, dude. You're getting your ass kicked over here.
Because you guys are laughing.
He doesn't even care about the camera either.
For 2. 4 cards remain in deck. Draw off library.
I remember watching the series back in the day, but I was never into the trading cards.
Yeah. I didn't really buy I bought booster packs, but then I just started buying the games because, like, cheaper.
Dark World Dealings. To draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Hand Destruction. Discarding 2 magical mallets.
Up in the air, red
Draw the
cards.
final 2 cards of my deck. Setting 3 cards face
I
down.
like that. You know, I like people
My turn is over.
things they care about.
Activate 3 Blasting the Ruin.
Wait, did you activate Upstart Goblin?
Yeah, that's 9,000.
I love that so much. Look, there's just a mind crush. Right.
Hey,
again.
you know what? He's passionate about it.
Yeah.
Fair play to him. You
No,
know, it's like,
I don't like to, like. I'm not saying this stuff like out to just make fun of him. I
it's
I
not
encourage
harming
him
anyone.
to be who he is, and that is the most important. Yeah,
but still, it is quite funny watching people take things quite serious.
Oh yeah, by all means, he's nuts, but you know, I love him. It's like what's that? Do you remember that Jedi kid? Do you ever watch iDubbbz?
No, I know literally sod all about some of the memes.
Have you
that
heard of a guy
go around
called?
the internet.
Have you ever heard of a guy called Airsoft Fatty?
No.
He's like a guy who does like loads of insane stuff on a big ranch house, and he did one of the big famous video from him is like this Jedi one, and he's just like getting hit quite excessively.
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting feat. Airsoft Fatty.
But yeah, essentially, I really enjoyed doing paintball. It's just a long old day, you know, really long old day, and it wasn't until the following day that my quads absolutely caned. Yeah, GWE plays. First time I played laser tag, my quads were killing for a week.
Yeah,
they say. Yeah, no, I honestly, for sports where you have to run and stop really quickly and go prone and like crouch down, you really do need to stretch. It's surreptitious, you know, the way it creeps up on you, muscle injuries like that. But if you don't do it, you're going to suffer.
This is one of the many reasons why I've gone back to the gym, because once you get past that delayed muscle onset part of going back to the gym, you're fine after that. Like, not to brag or anything, but I'm feeling quite bodacious in my
how is
region.
your gym? How is your gym thing going?
I've lost more motivation this week. I've had a lot going on, but and I've had a week off, so it's like I started going at the start of the week, and now I think I may go later. No, I will go later. Come on, Kieran. Come on. Right.